Hi, Joel!
Bollocks to Joel. Hi, Mars.
That is if Joel has shown Marston the thing. Otherwise, hi,
We could just be doing this for
nobody.
ourselves.
Anyway, if
So,
you are Joel and you have watched, then I hope you got to the bottom of the problem with that sentence in your essay finally. But moving swiftly on, shall
moving
we?
swiftly on to the book that The Guardian had to say, jokes aplenty,
Yeah. It's gonna be a good one.
one mole digging a hole.
Now, be honest, Joel. I'm not sure if I've ever read this one before, and if I have, I don't know if it's any good. But it is Julia Donaldson, and James has read it before, so.
I haven't read it before.
Oh, okay. This is new to all of us
See,
then.
look, it's never been opened. This is all new.
I didn't even know we had this book, so.
See, the farce begins with some sort of pigeon wearing gardening gloves.
On his wings.
Yeah, that's hilarious. You're being very serious about this, are you?
Leaves.
They're not so funny.
No. One mole digging a hole.
Right.
One mole digging a hole. That's one. That's.
One.
Yep.
Can you tell us about the ways
There's
to
also
make one, Bossy?
this many. That's for another video, Jamesy.
Okay.
My toes are
Right.
warm at the moment.
I'm drawn to his nose. Does that remind you of anything?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing to do
And
with the
neither
dog?
does Joel, because he is too nice. He wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Nothing to do with Buddy?
He means the lipstick.
Although, as an aside note, cool wellies. Very psychedelic.
Yeah, trippy.
Mm.
So is his garden, really. The whole thing's a bit trippy.
It is a bit, isn't it? Mind you, maybe that's why his eyes look like that.
He
But
is
also,
tripping.
His eyebrows have gone off for a wander. He's clearly not feeling too well.
Two snakes with garden rakes. That's two. That's this number or this number.
Two.
Snakes with the garden rakes. I need to come out a bit so you can see. They have somehow made 3 lines though, which is weird.
What?
Well, look. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, but no, what's clearly happened is this snake has been raking for longer.
And this one's just a
And
lazy.
this one's just
git.
come along. And also, this one, look, you're doing it very neatly right up against each other. This one, he's just fucking raking willy-nilly, isn't he? He's just...
Yeah, that's
anywhere.
it's not. That's not going to work. This one is pulling that. Oh, there. Pat you on the back. Let him think he's helping. I'm going to have to do this completely again on my own later.
This one has been taking some of the mole's drugs.
Yes. I like the idea that grapes grow on little bushes, though.
3 bears picking pears.
Oh my goodness, Jamesy, you've read that time.
I just felt like it. I went with it.
Okay, so that's 3, Joel. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Now you have to be careful with 3s because it's difficult to get them right around. Sometimes children do whoop, whoop. Okay. No, that's not right. You've got to go whoop, whoop. Okay. They are enjoying those pears. I don't know what bears do with pears,
Do
but
you know what these? Do you know, well, I know
very
what they're
happy.
thinking. They're thinking, oh, these would be really lovely stewed and then put in our porridge.
yeah.
I can't wait to get home and have my porridge. Do you know what? I woke up this morning and I really fancied some porridge. And I was just like, oh my goodness, I could really go for some porridge right now. And it was just a bit warm, so we're going to have some pears and we're going to take them back and have them with the porridge. And I tell you what, if that doesn't go down exactly how I'm planning, I am going to go absolutely apeshit.
And also they're thinking afterwards, I'd like to have a nice little comfy sit in my chair.
Yeah.
And once I'm
Yeah.
done with that, I'd like to go for a sleep in my bed.
I'll go have a comfy sit down, read the paper, and then I'll have a snooze.
Yeah.
They've got their day planned.
Oh, yeah.
Anything interrupts my day plan. It's like, my weekend plan. I've been working all week. It was a real fucking bitch of a week. Sandra in accounts was an absolute fucking nightmare.
Sandra is, isn't she?
Yeah. I'm going to chill out this weekend.
And plot my revenge on Sandra Bear.
Sandra Bear. Sandra's definitely a bear in your story. You're not doing one of these
She works
weird
at
sort
the
of
bear office.
Disney interspecies, everybody's friends things like.
No. If Sandra was a rabbit and they were bears, they would just eat them. Or her. 4 foxes filling boxes. Except for this one, who is in fact emptying his box. See, all coming out the bottom here.
See, this tells a story of the almost slave labour conditions, really, that the foxes have been subjected to in the tomato factory. That's why this one looks so sad, because he knows that basically he's not getting paid now.
No, he won't eat tonight.
He won't eat tonight.
Maybe with his babies.
No.
Maybe not tomorrow either.
3 of them will die.
There are only 2 of them.
That's how bad the situation is. It's properly dire. And that's really conveyed in his face there. You get the sense of that. Look how smug these guys are, but they're not. I'm saying smug. Clearly, they're not smug. Actually, what is going on is these are fake smiles. These are smiles that are imposed by the overlords, who want to see them happy in their happy.
Well, this guy doesn't look
work.
like he's smiling. I think it's dawned on him what is happening, and he's trying to pretend he didn't have anything to do with it. Also, can I just point out, look at their noses?
Spiders.
Yeah, I looked at the picture all wrong and thought that they were spiders.
What's happened here is they've actually had their noses chopped off by the overlords.
They are wearing spiders.
And then spiders, who are also the victims of the overlords.
They are smell spiders for the foxes, as opposed to guide dogs for the blind.
Yeah. This book is fucking trippy.
5 stalks with garden forks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it's unclear from this picture and the text what they are doing with garden forks. So, maybe burying the bodies of the foxes who
This was
haven't...
playing air guitar.
Yeah, maybe.
And he's
haven't
like,
reached peak
stop
productivity.
pissing about, Dave. We've got some foxes to bury.
He looks like he thinks he's got a pneumatic drill from his stance.
Yeah.
Right, I think we're probably halfway there. Let's move on and see. What?
I was laughing at the fact that we're halfway there. I was like, what? How do you know? Oh, that's how you know.
I'm guessing this book probably ends at 10. I don't want to spoil that. Sorry, Joel. I mean, I don't know. I haven't actually read this book before, so don't take that as a given. 6 parrots pulling up carrots.
This is a further example of the overlords forcing animals to do their gardening for them.
Yeah, this dude here looks like he's really struggling. Also,
their eyes are all on the same side of their face.
Yeah, that's what I was going with. So, well, that or their beak is round the back of their head. I mean, it's hard to tell, but either way, these are no normal parrots.
No.
They
So what we are talking about is we're
they
talking
need
about
assistance.
some overlord type character that is engineering mutated parrots and cutting off the noses of foxes.
I mean, it's not going to help, is it, if they can't actually look at the thing that they're pulling up?
No, that's just some sort of...
I don't know why you would breed them that way.
Some sort of cruel and unusual torture.
7 frogs chopping logs. See, these guys all look really happy, except for this one, who just looks confused. He's
deranged.
oh, yeah.
They are deranged frogs. Look how gleefully they chop.
Yeah, stay away from the frogs, Joel.
Yeah.
Stay away from the frogs.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, look, there's a little guy in here.
Yeah.
I hope he's a little guy and he's only in this bit, otherwise...
He's not like...
I mean, if he's a long snake, yeah, things are not going to go well for him in a minute.
He's a snake in there thinking, fucking hell, I only came in here to escape the raking.
But look at how far apart his eyes are, right? And how little space there is between him and the chop. whatever he is, you would think to be in proportion, he's about to get snapped in half. Maybe he's do you know what? I think he's a fox trying to hide from the Overlord. And he's about to meet a sticky end anyway.
Right. Oh, there's also 7 butterflies on this page. I wonder if the number of butterflies has been... Oh, yeah. The number of butterflies, just as an aside, Joel, we've just realised, or Marsden, the number of butterflies has been increasing page by page as well. So
It's to
now
help you count.
8 crows. And to help you realise that there are 8 crows, there are in fact 8 butterflies.
8 crows with a garden hose. And some cabbages. Again, these are some birds that have some issues with eye placement.
Or beak placement.
And this, up the top here, this butterfly just looks like he's gloating at all the trouble they're having. He's like, ha ha!
Maybe the overlords are butterflies.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe that's why they're on every page.
Yeah, and they haven't had any really arduous tasks or anything.
What the fuck is happening here?
9 doves in gardening gloves. Yeah, they don't even match, all of them.
So this is another page of birds that have either got beak or eye or both issues.
Oh no, they do match. Sorry, carry on.
Presumably enslaved by these butterflies now, and forced to pick roses.
Well,
and they're all really, look how sharp they are.
What I don't get is that if they have to hold the roses with their hands, how are they managing to fly? I mean, this guy, he's got it. He's carrying it in his beak, but the others are trying to hold them in their wick. I mean, how is he? Right, he's grasping those finnies between his 2 wings. So what is keeping him up?
I mean, shoving gloves onto your wings doesn't make them hands. It doesn't give you opposable thumbs.
No, it doesn't.
There is no way.
And it
for
doesn't
these
stop you
birds to
falling out
hold
of the
these
sky
roses.
if you stop flapping.
No, it doesn't. I mean, presumably this is a still shot, and they are flapping, the ones that are.
This dude isn't. This dude isn't.
Maybe he stood on the ground.
Or this one.
Stood on the ground.
He's got no legs. This one's got legs. He stood on the ground.
But maybe the legs are hidden by the gloves. I don't know. I'm struggling with this.
Yeah. "10 bees pruning trees."
Now, my enormous problem with this page, right? Look at the size of. I mean, obviously.
They are some big ass bees.
They are some big ass bees. That's not even the point I was making. Look at the size of the animal relative to the size of the task they have to do. Bees, these are pretty large bees, but bees are tiny.
These are huge bees.
These bees are tiny, and they've got an enormous job to do. Look at all this pruning. Whereas, if we go back a page...
If you are going to give them a job like this, you really need more than 10 of them. Maybe 10,000.
Yeah. Like, the doves are sort of a reasonable size, and they're picking roses.
Yeah, it's not an easy task, though, because we've already dealt with the hand issue. But I see what you mean, yeah. Whoever is in charge of the distribution of work really needs to go and take a long, hard look at his professional capabilities and think about whether that is the job for him, I think.
This is really not very streamlined. They never get ISO
No,
rating.
it's really not efficient at all. No.
It's,
So, is this the end, Jamesy? Because I guess that we were finishing at 10. Everyone enjoying the sun. Oh, so the overlords have let them stop. Oh, I like the parrots in their sunglasses. There's, they're cool. I like them. And the frogs look really crazed now. Oh, look, and there's a wormy. A wormy who didn't have a job is now, and a snail. They have appeared on the pages, but they haven't had any jobs. They've just come out for the party.
This is great, Lizzie, but this is actually really sinister. The overlords have made them do all their work through all these pages.
And now they're drugging them up, ready for the next round.
Now they're drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, maybe. So, Joel, I think that's the last page.
Hold on. Yeah, we're back to
leaves.
leaves.
I hope that's helped with your counting,
another bee
because
and a
I know
snail.
sometimes you do need some help in that area. And I hope that's not disturbed you too much, because
I come back to this. Jokes are
was
plenty,
weird.
Listeners. It tells you that the people at the Guardian are dark.
It tells you they don't really appreciate what a joke is, because there were no obvious jokes in there.
There's a very
at
dark
all.
sense of humour with the enslavement of all the creatures by the overlords.
But there was nothing you would call a traditional joke in there, was there?
Well, there was none of this.
Unless you didn't find numbers particularly funny.
Yeah, no, there was none of this. Two nuns walk into a bar business or anything.
No,
like that,
well,
was
why
there?
the long face?
Yeah, why the long face?
Yeah.
It's a different joke, but yeah.
No, I know it's a different joke. I was giving you sort of traditional jokes.
Two nuns walk into a bar. Why the long face? Oh, no, that is funny. That is funny.
Right. Well, I think that's enough jokes from us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Bye, Joel.
Bye, Joel.
Bye, Moss.
Bye.
Bye.